Welcome to Chopstick Travel. Today I have another compilation style video for you, this time from South Korea. I'm taking you across the country to try the top 30 Korean street foods in South Korea. Please enjoy the video.
How about one of these massive tiger prawns here? Check that out. Huge. It's almost like the size of a lobster. This is ridiculous. I just removed all the meat from that tiger prawn. That is just straight meat. Look at that. Look at that. That's pure meat. It's like a hot dog. Okay, I'm gonna try it. 뭐 들어가요? There is a restaurant directly inside this market that is selling Kalguksu, which is hand-cut noodles. They're cutting the noodles fresh out front, and it's a pretty simple dish, but this place is absolutely packed. And just check out this massive bowl. This is a huge bowl of Kalguksu, and it's very simple, just the hand-cut noodles, a little bit of seaweed on top, a little bit of green onions, and then those sesame seeds. And this was only 3,500 won, so pretty cheap for how huge this bowl is. So let me just go right in and try some of these noodles by themselves. Oh man, those are extremely hot. I just burnt my mouth a little bit, but I couldn't wait. They just look too good. Really, it's all about the texture of those noodles. They are so ridiculously bouncy and firm, and they're really long too, kind of hard to slurp up. But just check this bowl out. It's got a light kind of fragrance of seafood because of that seaweed, and also a little bit of that sesame flavor too. Let me get some more of these. Try not to burn myself this time. Oh, the texture, wow. So we have two different types of condiments here. They're both chili based. This one's like a chili paste. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this in my Kalguksu here. That right in the middle. And then we've got also a chili powder. Let me open this up, and this will give it that extra heat that Korea is famous for. Put a little bit more. And that should be good. Let's mix that up now. And oh man, I can already smell that chili fragrance. And you can see it's turning that broth nice and red. And let's give that a try now. It's got a little bit of the smokiness. Definitely a little bit spicy too. Okay, we are at our first stop today at the PyeongChang Olympic Market, and this woman behind me here is cooking up a very interesting dish. So this is called namyeon buchigi, which is a buckwheat jeon, or Korean pancake. So what she does basically is fries up some kimchi and some chives, and then uses a buckwheat batter to fry up the pancake. So we just ordered up our little pancake, and it is quite a simple dish, but it smells extremely fragrant, and you can see it is piping hot. And this kimchi is actually like a pickled cabbage, like any kimchi, but this is not a spicy pickled kimchi. She does have that option, but I wanted to try this one. Dip that in. Oh yeah, and let's try that. All right. Whoa, yeah. So I think this is the one we're gonna get. This is the snow crab, which is caught in the East Sea right off of Korea. And man, this thing is absolutely huge. Check out the size of this compared to my hand. Okay, this one, how much?
How much?
Okay. Okay. The steam?
Steam.
Okay. And
Number. Hey. Number
16. Okay.
Okay. 16.
I'm ready to feast. Okay guys, I'm just gonna start cracking these legs off, and they come off pretty easy, just like that. So let me start disassembling this crab. Oh man, I can feel that steamy, hot crab juice oozing out. Oh man, there is a lot of meat in there. Let me pry that out with my chopsticks. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. All right, my first bite. Let's try this. Oh man. Okay, we have ordered our first thing up today, and this is something I just couldn't resist ordering. This is a massive mussel, but the sign said scallop, so I think that he put scallop meat inside with the mussel meat, but it just, check out the size of this. Oh, and of course, it is coated in cheese. So he blowtorched that cheese until it's kind of just burnt on the edges. Oh man, that's gonna be good, I think. Oh man. Oh yeah. That's just cheesy goodness. So we are at our first spot today, and I could not resist passing this in the market. This just looks too good and smells even better. So this is a patty. This is a pork patty made with parts of the pork leg and feet, and it just looks amazing. We've ordered up two different kinds. We've ordered up the spicy and the bulgogi kind. Okay, we've ordered up our two Tteok-bokki, and this looks amazing. So we were just asking her what's inside, and actually inside here apparently there's some apple, which is a very interesting ingredient. There's also some garlic, some green onions, but other than that it's just pure meat, and it's a nice little patty. And we've got two different kinds. This is the bulgogi kind, so as you can see, it's kind of smothered in bulgogi sauce and then all over top of the rest of the patty there. So I've got a nice piece, and let's try this. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, I gotta have another bite. Oh, that's delicious. That is phenomenal. So this one, same thing, but just covered in a spicy sauce. Oh my god, this is so good. That is ridiculously juicy. Try another bite. That is spicy. The amount of juice that comes out of that when you bite into it is ridiculous. A lot of the stalls here at the PyeongChang market are serving pretty much the same variety of the typical Korean street food, so you can pick pretty much any one and sit down. And we just ordered up japchae, which is the Korean potatoes, starch, glass noodles, the cellophane noodles with a little bit of sesame oil drizzled on top, some greens, and some carrots. Grab some of these. Let's try that. Oh, sesame oil. Really strong sesame oil flavor. They're super slippery and they're really soft noodles too. And then a little bit of a crunch from the carrot in there. So I think we found a spot that we can try the live octopus sanakji. So we're gonna try to order one up here. Red pepper, Korean red pepper sauce. 감사합니다. All right, let's try this out. I like it. The texture is really nice, actually. But it's definitely a mind over matter kind of food because it is still squirming like crazy, and those suction cups are just sticking to each other. So we are here at the Namdaemun market this morning. This is the largest traditional Korean market here in Seoul, and we have come to have a street food breakfast, and right here is the first thing we want to try. This is steamed buns, or Mandu. So we're here at a very popular stall in the heart of Namdaemun Market, and this stall is serving, like I said, steamed buns. So we've got two different kinds. We've got the kimchi kind, and then we've got the meat kind as well. So these just feel so like plump, and the skin on the outside is like pretty soft, and it feels definitely juicy on the inside. And these are steamed and pretty simple. I think this one's just stuffed with some meat and onions and maybe cellophane noodles. And then the second kind I ordered is the kimchi dumpling, kimchi mandu, and you can see already, you can see the orange from the kimchi kind of seeping into the wrapper of that dumpling. So let's break into these and try them out. So these are served nice and hot and fresh, and that's nice on this cold morning here in Seoul. So let's try out this. This is the kimchi kind. Oh yeah. Oh, that is awesome. You can see all kinds of different ingredients in there. Certainly there's lots of kimchi, and then we can also see some cellophane noodles in there, some green onions, and that is a little bit spicy, a little bit sour. It almost tastes a little bit cheesy from that kimchi, and then that wrapper is nice and soft, easily bitten through, and this is just nice and warming on this cold morning, like I said. Oh yeah, that kimchi is awesome. And you can just see all the dumplings steaming away in the background here. They're producing a ton of these, and I can see why, because they're going quickly. These are delicious. So let's dig into the meat dumpling here. Oh, that is very good as well. So you can see that's stuffed with a lot of minced pork, and it is nice and juicy. That's a little bit juicier than the kimchi one. I see some green onions, some regular onions in there, and also the cellophane noodles too. Oh man, that is delicious. I just love this bun. It's super, super soft, and this is just warming me up. This is an awesome breakfast. We are at our final place today, and we have come to have a very famous Busan specialty. That is the Kimbap, which is a pork shank rice soup. So we have ordered up our bowl, and this just looks phenomenal. Served to us in an earthenware pot. So this is a broth that's made with mostly soy sauce and miso, and then boiled down pork bones. And then on top you can see a ton of green onions, and then in here, oh, it looks like we've got a little bomb of gochujang red pepper spicy red pepper sauce, so we'll mix that around. But we have a ton of pork shank, pork meat in here, and then also the rice. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of rice in there, and as I mentioned, this is an extremely famous dish here in Busan. So as you can see, this broth has almost like a milky consistency to it, and I'm just gonna try it first before I season it to get the full flavor. And let's try that. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that definitely does need to be seasoned because there's absolutely no salt in there whatsoever, but that is extremely meaty and porky flavored. That's really good, but let's add some of the seasonings now. So let's add some of these baby shrimp brine, and I'm just gonna go in here with my spoon, grab some of these guys, and plop those right into my soup. And he mentioned that we'll add a little bit of saltiness, but he also said we should put some salt into it. So I will grab some salt and some pepper. Pepper first, this is black pepper. Give a hefty douse of black pepper. And then I'll grab this salt. Don't want to add too much. Try that. All right. And mix that around a little bit here. And also, I'm definitely going to be adding these spicy chives. Just check these out. These look awesome. There's a ton of them here, and they are coated in red pepper. So let's put those in. Maybe a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. So let's try that out now. Give it a little bit of a mix. And now I'm gonna try it with just some of those chives and some of that broth. All right, and I've also got a little bit of rice in this spoonful. Oh yeah. Oh, with that black pepper, that is really nice. Those chives are a little bit crisp and also a little bit spicy, and that definitely just raised the flavor profile of that broth. 감사합니다. Okay, so she just finished slicing up our halibut, hui, raw fish, and it looks really good. Let's grab this piece right here. And she served it with the gochujang Korean red pepper sauce. So get a little bit of that. Oh yeah. Let's try that. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, we found a nice little snack to have after a long hike, and this is Tteok-bokki, which is the spicy Korean rice cake. So as you can see, we've got some big pieces of the rice cake in here, and then it's just smothered in this kind of red pepper gochujang sauce. And then also this spot that we're at now actually has some odeng, which is a fish cake. So it's the same thing, but just smothered in this red sauce. And this looks spicy and hot. Perfect to warm us up after that nice hike. Oh yeah. So that is super chewy. Not too spicy, actually a little bit sweet. And the texture of that rice cake is awesome. It has such a nice bouncy texture to it, and then it's completely kind of absorbed all the flavor of that red pepper sauce.
여기 양.
All right, we just ordered up some delicious looking fried chicken, and just check this out. There is peanuts on top of here and almonds. We ordered the medium spicy kind, and this place is extremely popular. They are selling it by the huge box. So we just ordered up a small cup, and let's go try this out. Okay, we have our spicy fried chicken here, and this looks incredible. It's an extremely popular stall here, the Gangneung Central Market, and it's really interesting that it's topped with peanuts and almonds. So let's try it out. Oh yeah. Okay, that is mouth-watering. The sauce on the outside has actually almost like caramelized into a crust. So despite the fact that it's already crispy from being deep fried, it's extra crispy from that glaze of sauce on the outside, and then crunchy even more from those nuts on top. The nuts give it really like a nice extra dimension, and then that's a little bit spicy. I can definitely taste some black pepper in there, and the chicken's still nice and juicy on the inside. Let's go in for another bite. Oh man, this is awesome. Check that out. All right, we've come back upstairs after exploring the fish market downstairs, and now we are going to try something that looks incredible. Check this out right here. He's cooking up a beef broth, a beef bone broth, and this looks like an amazing spot. We're gonna go inside and have some good soup. Okay, so we are sitting down in the restaurant now, and I'd have to say, guys, the Gangneung Central Market, of the last 3 markets that we visit here in Gangwon-do, this has got to be my favorite. This is such a bustling market full of delicious food, and we are sitting down for a market specialty here. This is the beef bone broth soup, and it just looks incredible. Check this out here. There is a ton of green onions. It is in a milky broth, and he was just boiling away a ton of bones. And then we've got some beef meat in here as well. It looks like some cartilage, all kinds of different things, and oh, this smells incredible. A lot of nice pieces of meat. I'm just gonna go in for this here. A ton of green onions as well. Oh, that meat is tender, and those green onions are crisp. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so we are sitting down for our first snack today at the Galbi fish market, and actually it's bigger than a snack. This is kind of like a small meal, and we're sitting down for extremely popular food here at the market, and although this isn't seafood, it is still very, very popular, and this is called Haejanguk, which is hangover soup. So we're not hungover today, but apparently it's good any time of day, but it's just a very hearty soup, so it's very popular to eat when you're hungover. This is a miso-based broth, and it's a beef bone or ox bone, so you can see there's some pieces of beef in there, and then there's a serving of some gochujang on top, the chili sauce, and there's a ton of onions in here, a ton of bean sprouts, and also, oh geez, I thought those were noodles underneath, but that's just a ton of bean sprouts, and then also some big massive pieces of coagulated ox blood. Check that out. There is some huge pieces there, and there is just a lot going on in this bowl. So give it a good mixing and try to get that red pepper sauce all mixed in, and let's just sample that broth first. Let's try it out here. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh wow, that's really nice. That's a like very rich ox flavor, and that's very strong, beefy, very, very meaty. It's a little bit salty too, and spicy from that red pepper sauce. That's really nice. I can also taste quite a bit of garlic in there. So I can definitely see how this is a hangover cure. There is so much hearty vegetables. The whole stew itself is awesome. There's a ton of these bean sprouts, a lot of Napa cabbage, just so much going on in here, and I love how much black pepper she puts in it too. So let's grab another big chunk of these vegetables, put it over on my rice, and oh man, this is perfect comfort food here in Korea, and we are loving our time here at the Galbi fish market. Okay, check this out. It is just boiling away like crazy, and that smells incredible. So let's dig into this. So here is our sundae jjigae, and basically what it is a Korean jjigae, or red stew. So it's made with the gochujang Korean red pepper sauce, and then sundae is the soft tofu kind. So they make this tofu by soaking it in a brine. The good places will do it actually with seawater, any kind of salt water brine, and then it makes a super like silky smooth tofu, and it just looks incredible. There's not much to it. Looks like we've got some pork pieces in there too, some greens, some onions, and it smells incredible. So of course we've also got our Korean side dishes. So over here we've got the kimchi, which is actually served with some scissors for cutting it up. So I'm gonna give these a little slice, and that looks like some really good kimchi. It's like the whole cabbage, pickled cabbage. Yeah, I like to put it on top of the rice, but I do know a lot of people like to put their rice directly in here, and I love how it's served in this earthenware pot, which is just sizzling hot. Oh yeah. Okay, this is a killer bowl of sundae jjigae. It's a little bit salty, but it is just like blazing hot and spicy. Okay, I'm gonna grab a nice big piece of tofu here and put it over onto my rice, and this definitely needs to be eaten with rice. That tofu is so silky smooth. So we were on our way out of the Gangneung market. We spotted a stall that was pretty popular, serving some sort of a dessert that we have never tried before. So we have it here. It is a adzuki red bean rice porridge. So you can see that red bean broth, really, really thick. And then you can see all that rice in there too. And then there's some little chewy balls in there. I'm not exactly sure what they made it of, maybe tapioca. I'm not exactly sure. Let me know if you know down in the comment box. So let me get some of this. I'm just gonna try the broth and the rice by itself, and it's steaming hot. Oh, it's not nearly as sweet as I thought it was going to be. It's actually a lot more savory than I imagined. I think I'm supposed to put sugar in it. Right here? Yeah, okay. I'm just seeing now there is some sugar on the table, so I'm imagining I gotta put this in. I'm gonna grab quite a decent amount of sugar here, put that in, and mix that up a little bit. And I think that is what makes it into more of a dessert. You can adjust the sweetness to your preference. So let me try that now. I'm gonna grab one of those chewy balls too. Oh wow, that ball just completely disintegrated in my mouth. It definitely tastes a little bit better with the sweetness. It's not so bland. Okay, we have our next snack today, and we just ordered up some freshly made odang, which is fish cake, and this guy's kind of making them into a ball. They come in all different shapes and forms, but he's made them into a ball, so we just got some fresh ones, spicy kind and not so spicy kind, but it's really cool how he's making them here. You can see the paste, and he kind of spreads the paste out and cuts them into little balls, and then dumps them into the oil over here. So let's try one of these out. This is fresh out of the fryer, and you can see it's quite oily looking, but it looks really good. Oh, it smells really good too. Oh, wow. Oh, that's hot. Super, super hot. Oh, that is much softer than I thought. I thought it was going to be crunchy on the outside, but it's actually kind of like pillowy, squishy almost, and it has quite a bit of flavor to it. It's a little bit salty, almost a little bit sweet. I think there's some vegetables in there. You can see there might be some corn or kimchi in there, maybe some green onions. And let's dig down underneath these, and under here we've got some of the spicy version. Okay, that's just a small one, but let's try that anyway. And this is the spicy version here. No Korean barbecue is complete without some soju. This is like the national drink of Korea. We've got the grapefruit flavor. It goes down a little bit smoother. So the worker just came over, and as you can see, he cut up all of our pork. This is some really good looking quality pork. There's not too much fat on it. He's chopped it into nice bite-sized pieces. Our kimchi is just bubbling away, and I'm gonna make a little wrap for myself. So let me grab a piece of lettuce here and a piece of pork. Grab one of these guys, put it in my lettuce, and then I definitely gotta get some of this kimchi too. Oh man, my mouth is watering. Get a piece of kimchi, check that out, that looks beautiful. One more piece. And then a little bit of this gochujang sauce down here. Grab some of that, which make it a little bit more. All right, and put that on top. You can just wrap this up, and that is the perfect little one biter. Let's try that. Oh no. Okay, so this is the famous Korean egg bread. We have not tried this yet, but I've heard that it's pretty delicious. Just looks like a baked egg on top of a small piece of bread, so try this out. So there's actually no filling. I assume there would be a filling, but I guess not. And the egg on top is a little bit salty, but the bread is sweet. It's almost like a pound cake. Let's try another bite and get a piece of that yolk. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, sweet and salty. Oh man, sour and spicy. That's good breakfast. The atmosphere here in the Gangneung market is amazing. I love just sitting in front of these mountains of all the ingredients and having an awesome bowl of Bibimbap for breakfast. So our first snack today is a really popular stall here in the Mangwon market, and this is for a croquette, which is just a deep fried fritter kind of, and this one is stuffed with japchae, which is Korean sweet potato starch glass noodles. So we've got 2 different kinds. Another one is kimchi, but let's try the japchae first. Oh wow, it's almost like a donut on the outside and then savory in the middle. It's got that fluffy donut texture, but also very crispy and almost crumbly on the outside from being deep fried. And then those japchae noodles on the inside are a little bit sweet and they're very kind of slippery. And you can see too, there's quite a few vegetables. So I think there's some carrots, some green onions, maybe even some potato or radish in there. Let's take one more bite. That is really good. We are at a little stall right on the side of the market that is serving all kinds of different things. They have pretty much all the classic Korean street foods, the odang, which is fish cakes, the tteok-bokki, the spicy rice cakes, tweegum, which is all of the deep fried goodies, and then what we ordered here, which is kimbap, which is basically a rice roll that is encased in some seaweed, and then this one in particular, it looks like there is a piece of spam in there. I think that's a fried egg, some pickled radish, some carrots, and some sort of greens in there too. So I'm just gonna try this one out, and this is seriously one of the best things you can eat in Korea. It's just so simple and perfect for a quick little snack. Oh yeah, salty on the inside, and he's glazed it with a little bit of sesame oil. So it's kind of got like a nuttiness. Honestly, probably my favorite dessert in all of Korea, and one of the most dangerous street foods you can eat here in Korea, and that is the Hotteok. I say dangerous because it is filled with piping hot liquid sugar, like molten lava hot sugar, and there should be some nuts and stuff inside. So this is just fried batter that has been flattened down and stuffed, like I said, with sugar and nuts. So let me break into this. I'm gonna be very careful and try not to burn myself. Oh, okay. I'm okay. It is a little bit oily on the outside, but the inside is just so sweet and gooey. It's like brown sugar that has been caramelized, and then there's a little bit of, I think those are maybe pumpkin seeds on the inside, and definitely some sesame seeds as well. Let me just take one more bite. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. Can you see that? Oh man, that is hot. Don't want to burn my finger. Let me try one more bite. Oh man, it's so good. That brown sugar, cinnamon flavor. It reminds me of Christmas. Okay, literally next bite, I just burnt myself. Look at this. I got it all over my hand. It exploded at the side. All on my jacket.
Sweet.
Fresh out of the oil, and rip that guy open, and oh yeah, there is a ton of red bean in there. Oh man, that is super gooey. So let's take a big bite of that. Oh, that's gonna be hot. Oh yeah. Oh, that is packed with red bean. There is a ton of red bean in there, and it's super crispy on the outside and really nice and sweet on the inside. Bean flavored, and it's pretty simple again, but really warming and comfort food today. Grab one of these dumplings, just put it over on my bowl here, and let's try that guy, and look at how plump that looks like. It is super slippery. I can barely hold it in my chopsticks, and that's gonna be hot. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that is just packed with kimchi. That's actually quite a spicy kimchi in there. You can still feel that it's crisp, and the wrapper of that dumpling is kind of absorbed the flavor, the beef flavor of that broth. Oh man, that's really, really good. Those are plump dumplings. Sesame seeds in there and some green onions as well. Well, let's try that. Okay, those dumplings are amazing. They're extremely plump and juicy, and that's definitely a soy sauce, maybe a little bit of sesame oil in there as well, and that gives it a nice little saltiness. That's awesome. This is a stellar meal. Alright, we're sitting down for our first snack today, and this is called Bindae-tteok, and it is a mung bean pancake, and it's kind of like shallow fried in quite a bit of oil, and I'm just going to try it out here. It looks like there's quite a bit of ingredients, maybe some green onions, some bean sprouts, and it's just golden crispy on the outside. It's almost like a hash brown. It's really hot, and those bean sprouts inside are really good. Kind of has like an earthy taste. It's nice and crispy too. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, this is good. It's like a gigantic hash brown, almost golden crispy on the outside. This time I'm gonna dip it in a little bit of the sauce. So I got a nice piece here. Let's dip that in. Let me try to get an onion as well. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Sikhye? Yeah, okay. We just ordered up a drink after that spicy Tteok-bokki, and this is called Sikhye, and it's a traditional rice drink. And you can see right here, there's some spinning around in the jug. So I'm gonna try this out, it's my first time. Yeah, kind of like has like a very faint rice flavor, I guess. A little bit sweet. And almost like a little bit fruity too. That's actually really refreshing. And there's actually bits of rice down in the bottom. So that's pretty cool. At our next stop here, and we have ordered up 2 new dishes. The first one is this. This is Sundae, which is the Korean blood sausage. We weren't sure if we were gonna try it today, but we've decided to go with it, and that is the Korean Sundae, which is a blood sausage. So there is some mung bean noodles in here, and then some, I believe it's pork blood. And also, over here, she's given us a little bit, I believe it's just some salt and some chili powder. So I will dip a little bit of that and try that out. It's quite a big bite actually. Okay, wow. It's really bouncy. Like, really bouncy, kind of hard to chew. We are trying another food here, and this is an extremely unique product here at the Gangneung Central Market, and this is called acorn jelly. So just check this out. It is an extremely kind of bouncy looking jelly, brown in color. So they make it by grounding up a acorn, and that turns into this. So it's sort of like a flour, and then they mix it with water and boil it down until you get this extremely unique consistency jelly. So I'm gonna try it by itself first, but it's also served with soy sauce. So first, let's just try it alone. And it smells really nice, kind of like earthy. Oh, that's really unique. It has almost like a nutty flavor. It's served cold, and it's very smooth the whole way through. It's almost like a little bit bitter at the end. I'm gonna try it with the soy sauce now. So let's take a piece here and dip it over in the soy sauce. We've got a little bag of soy sauce. That's very nice with the soy sauce. It almost does have like a peanut butter kind of nuttiness to it. And apparently you can eat this hot or cold. I find it's really nice cold, and they also put it into a salad. It's really just got a unique kind of jelly texture to it.
That was the top 30 street foods to try on your next trip to South Korea. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what country you'd like to see me make another compilation video in next. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.